most arrogant boxer in the world believed he was invincible until a Mexican fighter destroyed his entire career.
Don't talk about losing, I don't lose.
Yeah.
I can never ever imagine myself losing.
That's why I'm never ever gonna get beat, Gary. I'm never gonna get beat. Full stop.
This is Prince Nassam Hamed, a man who turned every fight into a spectacle, defied every rule of traditional boxing, and built such an extravagant style that some called him a genius, while others dismissed him as a fraud. But behind the theatrical entrances, the arrogance, and the taunts was a once-in-a-generation talent who changed boxing forever.
Let's forget the world titles. Well, 3 world titles, that'll do me, but I'm aiming to be a legend, and I will be.
Born in Sheffield, England, to Yemeni parents, Nassam discovered boxing as a young boy after enduring discrimination and getting into street fights. From the very first day, his speed and reflexes amazed his trainer, who helped shape a style unlike anything the sport had ever seen.
I'm not a really hard hitter, but I can hit when it comes to people who want to hit.
After an outstanding amateur career with 62 victories, he turned professional in 1992 and quickly began knocking out opponents with a unique combination of low hands, impossible head movement, and punches thrown from angles that seemed to defy logic. Within just a few years, he captured the WBO world title and later unified championships.
The Prince, at the age of 22, good-looking boy, came along and take it off him in his 5th defense. And what can I say? You're looking at a legend soon to be. I mean, there's time to prove, but I'm going to prove it, and I'm going to do it and bring it back to...
Building a streak of 35 consecutive victories with 31 knockouts. He defended his crown 15 times and packed arenas with legendary entrances from flying carpets to Michael Jackson-inspired performances. While boxing purists criticized his lack of textbook technique, Hamed answered with spectacular knockouts and multi-million-dollar paydays that forever increased the commercial value of the lower weight divisions.
I can box 5 different ways, where Ali could only box orthodox.
I read a quote of yours that you thought you could be as big as Michael Jordan in this country. Do you think that's true?
I think maybe even bigger.
But success also began to change him. Fame, money, and ego created conflicts with his longtime trainer. He lost discipline and started believing that nobody could beat him.
But Morales and Barrera will come 2001 when they want it. And when they want it, they'll get knocked out. Because I want it now. Barrera next, I'm gonna knock him out, and I'm gonna make history and bring it back to Sheffield, bring it back to England. Whoop, there it is.
Then came Marco Antonio Barrera. In 2001, the Mexican star outboxed him over 12 rounds, exposing a version of Nassam that looked slow, overconfident, and stripped of the discipline that had taken him to the top. That night, he didn't just lose his undefeated record, he lost the aura of invincibility he had built over nearly a decade. The most surprising part came afterward. Instead of seeking an immediate rematch or rebuilding his legacy, Hamed turned down a second fight with Barrera, fought only one more bout against Manuel Calvo in 2002, and retired from boxing at just 28 years old. Persistent injuries to his hands and arms, combined with a loss of motivation, brought the career of a man who seemed destined to dominate for many more years to an abrupt end. He went from being the biggest superstar in the lower weight classes to virtually disappearing from the sport overnight.
I had hand trouble, my hands could not take the power that I generate. The bones in my hand could not take it, and every single fight, before every fight, I used to have cortisone injections just to take away the pain.
His physique changed dramatically. Personal problems began to pile up, and he even served a prison sentence after a serious car accident. To many, Prince Nassam Hamed is the perfect example of how talent can take you to the top, but ego, a lack of discipline, and the loss of competitive hunger can bring down even the most brilliant fighters of their generation.